Ever wondered about the range of beliefs in the early Christian community? The genesis of Christianity is a rich tapestry of diverse beliefs and interpretations, some of which significantly diverge from what we now regard as mainstream Christian thought. One such belief, which may surprise many, is the disbelief in Jesus' crucifixion. Yes, you heard it right. There were early Christians who did not believe that Jesus was crucified, a belief that intriguingly mirrors certain Islamic teachings. This fascinating divergence in belief underscores the dynamic and multifaceted nature of early Christianity, a faith that was still finding its feet, still defining its doctrines. As we embark on this historical journey, we will not only explore these divergent beliefs, but also the figures who championed them, and the socio-political contexts within which they thrived. So, buckle up as we delve into this intriguing chapter of early Christian history. Our journey begins with Ignatius of Antioch, a key figure in early Christianity. Known for his bishopric in Antioch, Ignatius was a martyr who penned several letters during his journey from Antioch to Rome. These letters provide invaluable insights into the beliefs and practices of the early Christian community. Ignatius was a staunch defender of Christ's humanity and divinity, a belief that was reflected in his writings. His letters, filled with references to Christ's crucifixion and resurrection, show no signs of any disbelief in these events. Unfortunately, our narrative might have missed a beat. Our exploration does not provide specific quotes or references from Ignatius's writings that support the claim about disbelief in Jesus' crucifixion. Instead, Ignatius's letters affirmed the mainstream Christian belief in the crucifixion and resurrection of Christ. So Ignatius, a champion of both Christ's humanity and divinity, remains an important figure in understanding early Christian thought. Now let's focus on a specific belief within the early Christian community that runs contrary to mainstream Christian views. There was indeed a segment of early Christians who reportedly did not believe in the crucifixion of Jesus. This disbelief, while not the norm, provides a fascinating lens into the diverse perspectives that existed within early Christianity. The crucifixion of Jesus, a cornerstone in most Christian teachings, was questioned by this minority group. This divergence intriguingly aligns with certain Islamic teachings, which propose that Jesus was not crucified but was instead raised to heaven. However, it's important to emphasize that this disbelief was not the dominant view within the early Christian community. The New Testament, a central text in Christianity, consistently affirms Jesus' crucifixion as a historical event. Thus, while we acknowledge the existence of diverse beliefs, this particular disbelief in Jesus' crucifixion was a belief that was neither widespread nor dominant. Understanding beliefs within their historical context is paramount, especially when discussing figures like Ignatius of Antioch. Let's delve into the political and religious climate during Ignatius's journey from Antioch to Rome. Ignatius embarked on his journey in the early 2nd century, a time when the Roman Empire was at its peak. The empire, known for its cultural diversity, had a complex relationship with the Christian community. Christianity, seen as a radical offshoot of Judaism, was often misunderstood and maligned. The socio-political landscape was fraught with tension. The Pax Romana, Rome's long period of relative peace, was punctuated with frequent conflicts and power struggles. This included persecution of Christians, who were often scapegoated during times of crisis. In this turbulent environment, Ignatius faced his journey to Rome, where he was to be martyred. His letters, written en route, offer profound insights into his faith and the struggles of the early Christian community. Religion in the Roman Empire was pluralistic, with a pantheon of gods and goddesses coexisting alongside the monotheistic faiths of Judaism and Christianity. The Romans often viewed the Christian refusal to participate in state religious practices as an act of political defiance, leading to bouts of persecution. Yet, amidst these challenges, Ignatius stood firm in his beliefs. His letters repeatedly affirm core Christian teachings, including the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. He wrote passionately about unity, urging Christians to remain steadfast and united in the face of persecution. This was a time of theological disputes as well. various interpretations of Christian doctrines were emerging, leading to debates and divisions within the community. Ignatius, however, consistently advocated for unity and adherence to apostolic teachings. In summary, Ignatius's journey took place in a time of political unrest and religious strife. His writings, composed under these challenging circumstances, provide a window into the faith, resilience, and unity of the early Christian community. A time of persecution and theological disputes. Yet, in the midst of these trials, Ignatius's steadfast faith and commitment to unity remained unshaken, echoing through his letters that continue to inspire Christians today. In conclusion, the early Christian community presents a fascinating mosaic of beliefs, a testament to the diversity of thought during its formative years. We journeyed through the life and works of Ignatius of Antioch, an early Christian martyr whose writings offer a treasure trove of insights into the faith and practices of his time. We delved into the intriguing claim of disbelief in Jesus' crucifixion within a segment of the early Christian community, a belief that finds echoes in certain Islamic teachings. However, it's crucial to remember that this perspective was not the norm within early Christianity, and our discussion could benefit from additional evidential support to substantiate this claim. We highlighted the importance of understanding these divergent beliefs within their historical context, particularly the political and religious climate during Ignatius's journey from Antioch to Rome. Remember, this was a time of intense persecution and theological disputes, and Ignatius's writings consistently affirmed the core Christian teachings, including the crucifixion and resurrection of Christ. Despite the rich diversity of thought within early Christianity, the belief in Jesus' crucifixion remained a cornerstone of the faith. The New Testament consistently affirms this, and any deviation from this belief would have been a minority view within the early Christian community. As we wrap up our exploration, let's remember that history is often a complex tapestry, woven from a multitude of threads. The early Christian community is no exception, with its myriad beliefs and practices that evolved over time, shaped by historical events and cultural influences. In the end, our quest for understanding divergent beliefs in early Christianity opens up fascinating avenues for further exploration and discussion. It reminds us of the importance of historical context and the need for careful evaluation of sources and evidential support. Remember, any deviation from the belief in Jesus' crucifixion would have been a minority view within early Christianity. This understanding fosters a more nuanced and comprehensive view of the rich tapestry that is early Christian thought.